Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Thesa's 70th birthday. I'd like to thank you all for coming, and I'd like to thank some people before we move on. We'd like to thank PES for letting us use all these tables, as well as KVNF. We'd like to thank Camilla for coming with her daughters and helping us out. They're over there, Makana and Zori. We'd also like to thank Babs and Craig for coming and giving us a big hand today. We've been going all day long, and I can't wait till tomorrow. We've been doing this all day and last week and just right up till now. And something that occurred to me as leading up to this, I thought to myself, it's been a long time since I spoke to a bunch of people like this. And I tried to remember when it was, and it was when we got married. It was at our reception, and a lot of you were there. And I'd like for you to put your hand up and let us see who was at our wedding. And just hold them up there so I can see. 4. I see Candy and I see Romo. He was there. All right.
See, put your hand up.
And I have another question I'd like to. How many of you were living here in the late 70s and early 80s? Okay, you can just look around and see how many that is. And what I thought was how special that is, that here we are, she's turned 70. Whoa. And when we were all together back in the late 70s, early 80s, all of us were merely kids, really. And we were all beginning on our paths. And here we've come to this point. We've all come together again in our lives to tonight. And I thought it was just kind of a special thing. Speaking of special, you're here because for some reason, Thesa is in your heart for some reason.
Yeah.
And it's a special reason for each and every one of you. I guess for one of the reasons might be is her heritage, where she's Greek South African, where most of us are Americans and are kind of waspish in many ways and so on.
Hey,
it's the truth. It's the truth. And so she has a different energy that is kind of attractive and maybe endearing to us, and that's why we've all let her into our hearts in the way that we have. And I think it's mainly, though, the Greek aspect more than the South African aspect, which is what I'm most fond of, because it's a very warm thing, and it's an open heart, and it's a positive nature, and all these things are the reasons why I love her and have endeared her to me over these last 30 years or so. And before I get done talking here, I'd like for you all to think about what she might mean to you, and so when I get done talking, some people will have the opportunity of coming up here and saying some things if you want to. You don't have to, and we don't want to go on and make it tedious, but it's still the opportunity will be here for that. Oh, I forgot to thank Angel Nova right there. He's our son. And he helped me a great deal do all this. He came from Oakland to come here, and I think Cedar Edge and Babs and Craig came from Denver. I don't know where other people came
And
from.
Panayoti.
And Panayota here, he came from Denver. So it's a kind of a big thing for most people. And there was something else I was going to say, but it has slipped my mind. So after we get done speaking, we can go ahead and then the meals will be served and you can help yourself. There's lots of great food. And at this time, as I said, I'd like to open the mic up. Well, I'll have Thesa come over. Is there something you want to say?
What a nice guy, huh? Such a great heart. So I also want to thank Kapori Woods and Mike Gwynn.
No, David.
David Snyder.
I'm a younger version of Mike Lynn.
He's younger. Counts a lot. But I also wanted to speak to you about Queen Elizabeth I, because she was a person who was very, very cultured. She could speak many languages, so that when dignitaries came from all over the world, she could speak to them directly in their own language. And she had rings. She loved rings. She had a ring on every finger and a huge wardrobe that was, embroidered with gold, clothes that were just absolutely exquisite. And she loved dancing. And the reason why I'm telling you this is that she was born on September the 7th, like moi. And we know that queens are born in September. Raise your hand if you were Virgo. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anyway, I'm so thankful that you are here. It's true what Patrick said about having your friends close, and raise your hand if you were here in 79 when we started the Lamborn School. Look at that. Yeah. In fact, Aaron and Angel, where's Angel? Yeah, Aaron and Angel were 3 years old in my kindergarten, and they had just met, and I saw them standing by the tree, and I saw them speaking to each other, and they were having a conversation, and it struck me that they were understanding each other like they were new friends. And it's so lovely to see them here today. In fact,
big hug.
so I wanted to also thank my brother who came from Australia in June and helped us build this beautiful deck. We took it apart and the joist rotted and fell down, so it was just on time. And I also wanted to introduce to you my other brother with the other mother, Panayoti Kelaidis, who's head honchos of some kind at the Botanical Gardens, and he's come all the way from Denver as well, and Babs and Craig. And Anna, who has made some delicious food, and also Eleni, who are the Greeks who actually have brought the flavor for tonight. And Alicia, who is just an extraordinary cook on every level. Name a country, she'll make the dish.
There's Anna over there. Raise your hand, Anna. Thank you.
And I do want to thank Patrick for being my soulmate. A patient, he said. And also, last night when I came home, I walked into the living room